This week's Celebrity Spotlight, guys, is Anna Nicole Smith. Now, there's been a lot of stories about her, a lot of rumors, a lot of just stuff about her. I mean, is she a gold digger? Is she this, that? You know, she's been compared to Marilyn Monroe and all kinds of stuff. So here's the real deal on Anna Nicole Smith. So, of course, she's passed away, and unfortunately she passed away from, I do believe, a combination of prescription drugs and things like that. So I'm not really sure. I can't say for sure, but I think that's what it was. And, you know, it was unfortunate because she was only 39 and I'm 39. So I'm like, you know, that's really young to kick the bucket. But, you know, looking at her chart, it really shows that it was her exit point. It really was her time to go. And she'd kind of finished what she came here to do. She was a Sagittarius, and she had the arrow of activity or arrow of great expression. And a lot of great leaders have actually had the arrow of activity or arrow of great expression. It's actually combined of all the most active numbers on all three planes, so the mind, the soul, and the physical. So the 9, 8, and 7 form the arrow of activity. So the arrow of great expression usually means that they're, like it says, destined for some sort of greatness or some sort of, I mean, she was in the limelight, she was in the spotlight, she made it somewhere. It, you know, wasn't as, I guess, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the right word. It wasn't as morally sound as we would like it to have been, but she made it somewhere. You know, some people called her a gold digger and all that stuff, but I really don't think that she was that, to tell you the truth, because she was a Sagittarius, but she was also a 35-8. And yes, 8s can have a lot of trouble with relationships. It's just a natural inclination because they keep people at arm's length. They're they guard their independence at all costs. It's a very independent number. They need space to do their own thing. But she was a 35-8, which if you look at the 35 first, it really says she was an unconfident 8. She kind of went back and forth, flip-flop between codependence and independence. So she had that, maybe that's why the prescription drugs, that she was like, you know, back and forth with feeling confident and knowing she can do things to like back in the hole again and, you know, flip-flopping like that. So she, you know, even though relationships were a battlefield for her, she was also battling herself with the 8 and then that particular combination of the 8. And she had a lot of mind plane energy. She had a really balanced chart, actually, because she had a lot of, she had 2 of the 3 mind plane numbers, 2 of the 3 soul plane numbers, and 2 of the 3 physical numbers. So she wasn't all that practical. She's missing the 4, but she does have a lot of doing energy, a lot of feeling energy, a lot of thinking energy, which means that bringing her ideas to fruition was easy for her. So she maybe, you know, accomplished a lot, but maybe not in the right ways that she wanted to. I think that she had gone down a path that she got stuck in and just kept going with it. So her first cycle was actually a 3. Which 3 is about learning, it's about taking in information, absorbing, all that stuff. Then at 37, all the way up to 46, which she didn't make it to, was a 6, which is relationships. Starting, ending, changing, relationships. And that doesn't mean just relationships with people in our lives, whether it be intimate, you know, family, friends, coworkers, the relationship we have with ourselves as well. So I think that also indicated that she was ready to exit, so to speak, like an exit point to exit this life, because her personal year was a 4, which 4 is foundation shifting and restructuring your foundation. So a lot of people do end on a 4 because it's like, I'm changing my foundation to something else now. And she was in that relationship thing with herself. I think that was really at the end of the day, I mean, married to this guy who was like way older than her, she was more inclined to be in that relationship period with herself. So that's really, looking at her chart, I can always see the exit points with people who have passed, and that's definitely what she had going on for sure. If she had lived today, she'd be 50, and she would be in a cycle of 9, which is high change, and she was headed toward a cycle of 7, which is the mentor, in a way, the wise sage. It's like the teaching learning number, wanting to share your experiences with other people. But I don't think that she was meant to get that far. So the relationship thing, that was her battle. That was her area with herself. So, I think all those rumors that we've seen about Anna Nicole, I think that you should look up her numerology, because there's so many interesting things about her that don't fit the media mold. So I want to say happy birthday to Anna Nicole. And even though she's not with us anymore, and please do tune in next week, and we'll have another celebrity spotlight here on lotteryusa.com.